Why does Jay-Z have to ask the citizens of New York for $500 to finance his endeavor? Because of what Dame Dash said. Billionaires do not use their own money. That's why I say that man is very smart. He just talk too much.
Yellow diamonds look like BP. Bitches fly from DC on my private to
Y'all know the lighting isn't right because I'm out here in Vegas for the Breezy show, right? Child, I just got up. My body is not acclimated to the time, child. So what happened was this raspberry sorbet from my favorite place. It was Planet Hollywood first. And then it was, what was it? Planet Dailies. Now it's Hollywood Cafe. That just means they got a new owner. Same fucking menu, but new owner, right? It's raspberry sorbet. We saw the Dame Dash Breakfast Club interview. I don't want to do what everybody else did and bash him because pretty much it's like a Dame Dash hate train. And I don't necessarily want to kick a man while he's down, even though if you ask Dame Dash, he's not down. He's always up. He just talks so much that he doesn't understand that he triggers himself. He triggers himself, actually, because he was like, I'm triggered. Oh, shit. Dame was triggering himself. I cannot be mad at Charlemagne the God because when I'm at odds with someone, what I do is antagonize. I don't get upset. I antagonize, because I know that will enrage a person. I'm telling you, Libras are vicious with what they do. They opened the show with him talking about Aaliyah and how he fell in love with her. I think she was 21 and he was 29. I mean, Aaliyah did have practice with an old ass man. She was with R. Kelly. And I know that's y'all princess. I ain't trying to fight nobody. He also explained what happened with Jay-Z messing with Aaliyah first. It wasn't a situation of her and Jay-Z having a physical interaction. It was more so, let's say, talking on the phone, hanging out, blah, blah, blah. Now, there's no denial that he tried to get at Aaliyah. It's just Aaliyah had two suitors, and she chose Dame Dash. You can't be mad at her, and that's the same thing Dame said. Let's move on to the Beyonce situation. There was a rumor that Dame Dash was trying to get at Beyonce first. Dame is always going to say things to make him look in a good light. Always. That's never going to change. Nigga, never. Even if he did the worst thing in the world, bitch, that ain't never going to change. What he said was he was at an event. Beyonce wasn't popping yet. She was there. However, he was like, oh, okay, yeah, he got my number. Give me a call sometime. He was like, he wasn't stunned Beyonce. Giselle was there. Naomi was there. These supermodel bitches at the top of their game. Why would I take my time to talk to Beyonce? She ain't nobody yet. She just looking. She's a looker. She's next to me looking. So I do believe that gave her his number. I do believe him when he say that Giselle's there. I believe he's talking about Giselle Bundchen. And Naomi is there. I mean, the truth of the matter is, why would he? I wonder if in that Bling book, they're talking about Dame Dash. Ooh. The question was asked about, so does 50 Cent have the rights to paid in full? He's the master at deflection. Okay, somebody has to tell him, you cannot answer a question with a question. Answer the motherfucking question. So when they said, did 50 Cent buy the rights to Paid in Full? He said, let me ask you something. 50 Cent said he was releasing a Diddy documentary, didn't he? And ain't nobody seen it yet. Answer, yes. But we asking you about the Paid in Full. What he said made sense, but he talks so much. He talks so much that it's like you have to grab the truth. Because he'll throw some things out there, but like I said, he's going to make sure that he's seen in a beautiful light. What he said was, nobody owns a right. Nobody owns the right to a true story. He was like, it was events that were mine. They were my story. It's how he depicted it. I don't know. It sounds iffy. Do I think 50 Cent was trolling? Yes. That's what I think he was doing. Trolling, trying to be funny, as he always does. Try to be funny. And the mother is hilarious. This raspberry sorbet, it's creamy, but I wouldn't do it again. You know, I likes my sherbet. Because it's a little on the sour side. And it has a bit of an aftertaste. Cam versus Dame dynamic. Okay. What I perceive from Cam is that Cam really still has a lot of respect for Damon Dash. I really do. I feel like he does not want to show Dame Dash in this negative light or speak on him negatively, but Dame is kind of forcing him to defend himself, okay? Because I just seen a video where Cam had found out that Dame Dash was $800,000 in debt, and Cam and Mace were going to pull together to get him $1 million, 500,000, 500,000. But he was playing games like, here's the money right here. And then Dame was like, hold up, I'm about to get some money from Young Boy, $1 million. And then it was somebody else, oh, I'm about to get $2 million from blah, blah, blah. Okay. 3 weeks later, Dame calls Cam and Mace back and say, well, what's up with that $1 million you was going to give me? Okay, that's my thing. I shouldn't have to beg you to take some of my money. Pause. That's something else that he kept doing. He kept saying pause, pause, pause. It gets to the point where it's uncomfortable. Like, I'm tired of hearing that. Like, it was like, I picked up the cup. Pause. Is that a bird? Pause. Who is she? Pause. Who is he? Pause. It threw the interview off with all them pauses. Cameron does the pause thing a lot too, but it was just too much. I don't want to hear that shit all the time. Okay, we know you ain't gay. All right, you got a lot of itches. Dame Dash has a lot of street in him, a lot of it. And I believe he bases his manhood off of his accomplishments in the street. And like my ex had to tell me, Nay, you're not in the street, you at work. You don't have to prove to them bitches nothing. Don't run up to them and pop them in the mouth, write an email. He was comparing real life to the Godfather movie. That was crazy to me. What are you doing? You like 100? Well, no, he's not. He's to me, like, what is your mentality? He's very childish. And I'm not gonna lie, I think he does have ADHD impulsive, because number one, it's hard for him to control himself. Very, very hard, you know. Like I'm gonna continue to say, I think that Dame is an intelligent person. when he spoke about what the internet depicts him as. He believes that he is being considered crazy unfairly because the things that he's doing is normal. He said, it's not my fault that black folks don't understand business. Some don't. He had very important facts, but to the average person, they would be like, so what you saying? You put your light bill in your son's name? What are you saying? The way he presented it was, I have nothing. I'm broke. But my family businesses is what produces money for me. No rich person has anything in their name. They also brought up the fact that Trump filed bankruptcy several times. Wait, Trump did not file bankruptcy. The businesses that he controlled filed bankruptcy. Now, I'm not sure if Dame Dash's bankruptcy has anything to do with the businesses or him personally, whether it's a business bankruptcy or him personally. He said chapter 7. Chapter 7 is for like personal. You could file a chapter 7, I think, when you make less than like 100,000, something like that. Those who file chapter 13 are the people that make over a certain amount and they have to reorganize their finances. So because on paper, he has nothing. This is what he says. His businesses in his kids' names is what is thriving. Okay, so then he goes on to say, you know, I'm about to be in charge over here at Revolt TV. He said it before it was announced. I don't think that was something that he should have said. I don't even know if it's true. What I believe is maybe he's on a path or being considered as the chairman. What is it that he's going to be? The chairman or something of Revolt TV. I'm not sure. But Charlemagne just said point blank, you don't deserve it. I mean, he has a right to say it. Do I think he can handle it? Absolutely, I do. But he's difficult to work with. That's part of the reason why I believe a lot of people get away from him, even his women. Because to lay up in a bed all day and have to deal with that mouth, I can't do it, bro. That mouth is just disrespectful for no reason. Yes, he filed bankruptcy. But Jay-Z and Beyonce are supposed to be billionaires. Now, to the point that I'm trying to make about Jay-Z. Dame Dash said that billionaires and millionaires don't invest their own money. They don't spend their own money. They take out loans. What is going on with Jay-Z and Beyonce that they cannot produce capital for their financial endeavors, being that casino in New York? Why does Jay-Z have to ask the citizens of New York for $500 to finance his endeavor? Because of what Dame Dash said, billionaires do not use their own money. That's why I say that man is very smart. He just talk too much. You know that motherfucker got a gambling problem. He's a Sagittarius. I don't know one Sagittarian that don't have a problem with gambling. Not one. Okay? And if they don't have it, it's because they went to Gambling's Anonymous. Okay, you want me to fund your gambling? What is that what you want? But it brings money to the city. It really does. It really does. But to me, it don't matter whether they give you $500 in cash. And it ain't like casinos are doing great right now in this economy. But they can give you the $500 like in your hand or in the GoFundMe, however it is that he wants the people to provide their $500 to him, or they can just go to the fucking casino and lose the money any goddamn way. Speaking again about the bankruptcy part, he's trying to explain bankruptcy. People who owe $25 million in taxes file bankruptcy. That's what they do. They not about to pay that shit back. Donald Trump does it all the time. Remember that girl Tierra Marie who tried to sue 50 Cent and then turned around? 50 Cent petty ass sued her. I think it was like for $15,000. She said, bitch, I'm not paying you. I'm filing bankruptcy. What he said is, I don't have a problem with gays. I have a problem with people not admitting they're gay. So he like for mothers to drag themselves out of the closet. Okay. And he did question Charlemagne's character or sexuality a lot. Where I'm from, up north, you can use the FAGGOT word in a way that is humiliating to a man, not using the word to humiliate the person as a gay person. When it equates calling a man a B. Well, you acting like a B. Now, I would never do it. Let me shut the fuck up, because in a heated argument, I've called someone a FAGG. And it was a woman. So it wasn't being said in a way to disrespect a person as a gay person. It was said in a way of disrespecting their manhood. I don't think he's saying Charlemagne is gay. I think he's saying that he just has soft tendencies. And when DJ Envy, of all people, he called him Chatty Patty. I believe that Dame Dash's purpose to go up there on the show was to call these men out for saying some of the things that they have said about Dame on the show. Dame was swinging, baby. He was swinging a lot. But the fact that Charlemagne and DJ Envy were so unbothered, and when they responded antagonistically, they won. The Breakfast Club won. Sometimes, Dame Dash, you're not in the street no more. You need to send an email. Then he talks about the Claudia Jordan situation. Let me explain to you something about Claudia Jordan. Claudia Jordan is an Aries, and that bitch always got time. You hear me? I'm scared to tag the bitch in this video because I know the bitch claps back. Because she didn't clap back on me before, and I was talking good about my comments. I don't even think I had 2,000 subscribers, and the bitch got me together. And Claudia Jordan is one of my favorite people because the bitch claps back. She can cuss a lot of people out on the internet. You do a video about Claudia Jordan. See if she don't drop down in them comments. And close this up. What Charlemagne said to Dame Dash, which I believe, is that you sound smart to dumb people. I don't think I'm dumb. I think I have experiences, but he does make a lot of sense on some things. Other things, I'm just like, oh my God, you negating what is factual with the bullshit, with your ego. I can't see past your ego and your mouth, Like DJ Envy said, Chatty Patty. I didn't think that was appropriate because he's trying to, he messed with Charlemagne's sexuality. He also brought up DJ Envy's RICO case. He said to DJ Envy, what would you rather have, a repoed car or a RICO case? Bitch, you had this fucking car.